I was diagnosed in 1986 at the age of 37 with stage 2B breast cancer. And I had a 1-year-old at the time. And I had a mastectomy and chemotherapy. And they really were not that hard to get through. The chemotherapy wasn't fun because we didn't have any antiemetics back then. But the big thing for me was the fear of not knowing if I was going to be here to raise my child. And I really can say that that was the thing that was the most frightening for me, and the reason that I became such an advocate for psychosocial support, because I know if I had been able to talk to other women about my fear, it wouldn't have been as absolutely life-altering as it was for me. Many of us don't sleep, and I can remember in the middle of the night lying there and wondering what was going to happen, if I died, who would raise my daughter. And it was a very, very difficult time for me. And I think when I got to the point that I said, what do I want to do about this to make it easier on other survivors? And it was to provide psychosocial support. And I got involved in creating the Gilda's Club of North Texas that's here, that has wonderful organizational support for people with cancer and their family and friends, and just started speaking up about the need to treat cancer as a dual journey, one of the physical and one of the emotional. Actually, as a journalist, I can remember thinking if I had my absolute dream job, it would be finding a way to combine my profession, which was journalism, with what had become my avocation, which was cancer. And I said to a friend of mine at one point, I said, we ought to look at a way to start like a cancer newsletter or something that would go out to survivors all over the country or people who'd had cancer. And in 2001, I found out about this magazine. I got a call from someone at the Cancer Center that they were starting a magazine, and they were looking for someone who understood cancer and understood magazines. And I said, well, I think that might be me. And I put in a call, and it worked out that I have gotten to be able to fulfill that dream of using my profession of journalism to help others who have cancer. You don't have to be in Washington, D.C. visiting as a lobbyist to be an advocate. An advocate can be someone who, when they find out that a friend has been diagnosed, is there to offer support and information about what that person's going through. Advocacy is personal, it's local, it's statewide, it's nationwide. If you are helping one person or a group of people or changing policy for the whole country, you're an advocate.